Thanks for pressing like if you enjoy the video. What's up, guys? Welcome to another LOL Idol. Tonight's theme, interesting facts. 2 or more players are going to come up in front of me. They're going to tell you guys some interesting facts, and the live audience is going to vote for their favorites. After each fact, I'm going to go ahead and grill them a little bit on their fact. They should all be pretty familiar with what they're talking about. I'll ask some follow-up questions. But at the end of the day, the live folks watching right now, here, I'll put them on screen for a second, we'll be judging it. They're all talking about Jeff right now. I guess I heard Jeff's a nice guy. All right, so that's great. So let's begin. I'm gonna put you guys in order of this list. So let's take down Wild Martini and 207 Gaming. Please step in front of me. So as this is a friendly game of sharing facts, I'm gonna pledge not to use my gun or knife. Let's make this a friendly game. But I will say, if you don't get enough votes, you're going to have to drown yourself. So let's get started. So 207, what's your fact?
Can you hear me well?
I can hear you very well.
Okay. So, male kangaroos flex their biceps to impress females. Kangaroo males need strength to fight off their rivals, and researchers found that they deliberately show off their muscles in order to attract a mate.
Oh, that's pretty straightforward. So wait. So kangaroos just go around broing it up like I don't have any biceps to show like.
Their biceps.
Hey baby, how about I get in your pouch? That's it. So that's what they do. So kangaroos flex their muscles, their biceps.
Their biceps, yeah.
They don't like flex their tail or anything else. It's like literally their biceps that turns the ladies on. Wow,
Yeah,
interesting. Did you read anything about what if they do anything to exercise? Do they like lift dingoes or something like? I can bench press 50-pound dingoes. No, don't know. All right, thank you 207 Gaming. There you go, guys. Kangaroos flexing to bring home the ladies, getting them pouches. All right, Wild Martini. I just saw 2 things in chat at the same time. One guy says that's not true, I'm Aussie. Another guy said that's true. I looked it up. So I don't know. You guys figure it out. You have time to Google it. All right, next up, Wild Martini. What's your fact?
Okay, so when the Nike company was first coming up for their slogan, they actually started it by doing it from a prisoner who was on execution called Gary Gilmore. He died back in 1977, and he was an American criminal who was actually confessed that he had killed 2 people, and he was assigned a death sentence. And before he was about to get killed by a firing squad, he said, "Just do it," and that's how Nike came up with their slogan.
Wait, hang on.
So, you want me to rewind?
No, I don't want you to rewind. I have questions for you. So we all know, just do it is Nike's, motto. Just do it. But the thing is, people have been saying just do it for, a long time. Just do it. Like, Mom, I don't want to do the dishes. Just do it. So wait, what does your source say? How do you know that Nike got it from this one guy who's being executed? Because he's obviously not the first guy to ever, get executed. And maybe not even the first guy to say, just do it. But, what was the source? How do people know that's where they got it from?
Do you want to know the exact, website you got it from?
Not the website. I don't want to know the website. I'm just saying, how do they know that Nike, that this was the inspiration? Did the guy who invented Nike, write a memoir and say, yeah, I was just watching this execution one day, and the dude's just just do it. And I'm like, yo, that's what my company stands for. Just do it. Is that what happened?
So what basically happened was, Nike created theirs, long after Gary had gotten executed. But the thing was that he actually gained international authority in the U.S. because he was demanding his execution of the death sentence because he already confessed his 2 murders. That's why he was saying, just do it.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to push that any further. All right. So here we go. We got 207 and Wild Martini. This is where the audience votes for their favorite. Let's go to the polls. All right. With 3 seconds left, it looks pretty clear that Martini's got this. Congratulations, Martini. You make it to the next round. I'll investigate the Nike stuff myself later. All right. 207. Yo, man, don't worry. Like I said, I'm not going to hurt you. You're going to hurt yourself. Please come drown yourself. Drown your ass.
Drown in his tears.
Drown your
Will the real Geektasm is awesome? Please stand up.
I feel a bit sorry.
Geektas. Geektasmoist is awesome. Geektasmo is awesome. Thank you for subscribing, dude. Really appreciate you supporting my Twitch channel and me. Oh. All right. Thank you, 207. Martine, you can chill in the corner over here on the couch. All right, cool. Next up, let's take Slapnut and Lucas. Come on down, guys. All right, sweet. What's all this stuff on the floor? Did I do that? Anyway. Okay, Lucas. I can't see your name, so well, we'll have to just remember you're Lucas. Lucas,
okay.
what's your fact?
Alright. To test a new controller, Microsoft pressed each button 2 million times. One sec. And that's about 7 years of typical use. Also, the yellow robot arm swings the controller side to side like a gamer throws a fit. That depends on how angry the gamer is.
Okay, so you're saying Microsoft, in order to test their controllers, for the people that didn't hear that, they have a robotic arm, press each button how many million times? 2 million times?
3 minutes
2 million times.
2 million times each button. Which controller was this? The Xbox One controller or the Xbox 360?
It's both.
Both. So they have a robotic arm that presses the button 2 million times, and they're testing the product. And then they also have one that, like, they also have the arm swing the controller and toss it as if, like, someone was raging, or perhaps fighting, or seen small in Dark Souls, too. Dark Souls. And various levels of strengths. Okay, thank you, Lucas. All right. Next up, I guess, all right, I don't know if I really have any follow-up questions. That was pretty straightforward. So that's a pretty strenuous, quality test. They don't do this on every controller. Like the controller you have in your hand or I have in my hand, they did not have it pressed 2 million times. They do it on a production controller and see if it can handle it. And if it can handle it, then the rest of the production controllers that are made the same way are expected to have similar lifespans. But okay, cool.
I hope they wash their hands.
Yeah. I wish, I kind of want one of those controllers that have been tested a million times, 2 million times, whatever. I want that controller. I just want it because it's been used. It's been battle tested by that robo arm. Thank you, Lucas. Next up, Slapnut. What's your fact?
Oh, it's me. Did you know that humans share 50% of their genetic makeup with a banana?
No, I think my microphone's messing up, man. You said I share half of my genetic makeup with a banana.
With a banana.
Yeah, that's what I heard you say. But what did you mean?
Yeah, genetic makeup with a banana.
Like the fruit banana that you peel and you eat.
Yeah, you got it.
What part of my genetics is shared with a banana exactly? If it's half.
It's in terms of your genetic code. I'm not a scientist, but I can expand a little bit if that's what you're
expand a little, as much as you can.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Thanks to the Human Gene Project, which mapped all the genes in the human body and allowed them to compare our genes with other life forms. Just to expand as well, we share 60% of genes with a fruit fly, 75% with a mouse, and 80% with a cow. It's just part of the genetic makeup that made us.
Now, what does that? Now, what does genetic makeup mean? Do you know? Is it just the same language? Just because two programs have the same.
It's generally what makes us. It's sort of what forms our DNA and generally our being.
So, if me and a banana were both made out of Legos, we'd have 50% of our Legos would be the same type of Legos, but we're just put together differently, is what you're saying.
In a way, yeah. So if you looked at the genetic makeup of a banana and compared it to the genetic makeup of a human, around 50% of it would be identical.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Slapnut. All right, guys, if you're curious, look it up on your own, like I will. All right, Lucas versus Slapnut. Here we go. Time to vote. All right. And the fact that I have a lot in common with a banana wins. So, congratulations, Slapnut. Please step to the right. Wait for the next round. Lucas, It's time for you to become one with the H2O. Thank you, sir.
Fishes.
Well, there are no fishes in there, actually. It would be nice if there were fishes in the pool. You're just gonna die on top of the other guy?
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Look at that. They kind of formed like a little bit of a, I don't know, a three-legged monster. All right. You know, I've been called a three-legged monster before. All right. So next up, let's go ahead and take Festive Noah and Daniel. Come on down, guys. Festive Noah. All right. All right. Way to go. Way to go. So let's begin. Noah, what's your fact?
Okay, here's a fact.
If you ever want to play my games again, you're going to get back up over here and tell me a fact. There we go. All right, so what's your fact for real?
Okay, my fact is that, fuck, I forgot it. Oh my god. Hold on, I can't remember it. Can I
I'm going to get back to you, Noah. No, go
Okay,
do your thing. All right,
thank you.
all right. Or we're going to
You're
start.
a good man.
Oh,
You're a
no,
good
stop.
man.
All right.
Can I go in there?
Yeah. All right, you know what? You just go back in line. Just go back in line. No! My set! It's got glass everywhere!
Health and safety.
No.
Disgusting. I'm not going anywhere near that broken glass.
People.
Ruin it.
All right, okay. All right, hang on. AJ, come on down. All right. All right. Nothing ever goes as planned, guys. All right, Daniel, what's your fact?
Did you know that eating too much chicken McNuggets is bad for you? It makes you fat, gives you diabetes, and yeah, that's all.
So that's your fact. Your 15 minutes of research led to that.
But I really do love chicken nuggets.
Fact. Too much of anything will probably do that to you. But all right. Thank you, Daniel. All right, AJ, what's your fact?
George W. was a cheerleader during high school and college.
Everyone say
I hate
Cloud
Swift.
One
VS
sec.
Gaming
About
3
the
times
fucking
fast.
glass.
Cloud VS Gaming. Cloud VS Game. Cloud VS Game. Is that better? Welcome, Cloud VS Gaming. Thank you for subscribing. So, all right, AJ, your fact was that George W. Bush was a cheerleader both in high school and college.
Yeah.
All right, but to clarify, though, what kind of cheerleader was he? Was he like the one with the skirt and the pom-poms on, or was he just like, he was like the male cheerleader, right?
Well, you know how they do the pier.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was on the bottom.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. I believe that's correct. And
Yeah.
now, who here would not be a male cheerleader? Like, anyone want to raise their hands and say they would not be a male cheerleader? I was never a cheerleader, but that sounds like a pretty damn sweet deal to me.
I would.
Holding up chicks
I wouldn't
with
be a
mini skirts on.
cheerleader.
I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a pretty decent deal to me. All right.
I guess so.
Okay. Anyway, you guys can do your own research. But all right, let's do a poll. Let's do between Dan and AJ. All right, let's do this. All right. And while I did make the mistake of buying 50 chicken nuggets that I could not eat all of the other day, it is unfortunate that Dan, you sir, did not make it to the next round. So AJ, please stick to the right. Dan, go for a swim. There we go. All right. So while he's taking care of business there,
They're all making a giant pile.
you can hold his breath really long. There we go. All right. Next up, let's take up K-Boss and Paradise.
One minute left to subscribe, Mofo.
All right, he doesn't even want to get wet. Paradise is like, yep, I'll go around the pool. All right, so Paradise, what's your fact?
My fact is, Coca-Cola owned company Vitamin Water printed "You retard" on a bottle cap during the campaign, mixing French and English words. It was found by a woman whose sister suffered from cerebral palsy and autism. They pulled out the rest of the bottles.
Wait, no, okay, so let's rewind there so I make sure I get this right. So Vitamin Water, is this after or before they were owned by Coke, you said? After or before?
Yeah, Coca-Cola. It's when Coca-Cola owned it.
Okay, got it. So Coca-Cola had owned it, and so under the bottle cap, it said what?
I can see the image. It's on the print inside the bottle cap.
Yep.
It actually said "You retard."
Why did it say "you retard"?
Yep.
The what? Why? Do you know? Do you have any information on why it said that?
Don't know the reason why. It must have been. You said it mixed up the English and French words because retard means delay in French. Oh, I don't know. It was a bizarre mix-up, but that's what it said.
All right, there we go. All right, thank you, Paradise. All right, K-Boss, how about you, dude?
I'm back with one. Donuts are fed to soldiers.
You're breaking up. Try that one more time.
I like donuts.
In World War I, donuts are fed to American soldiers.
Swift, I'm back.
You're stealing my donut.
Shh. That's great that you're back, but shut the fuck up. All right, so K-Boss, your fact is that during World War I, American soldiers were fed donuts?
Yep.
What other information do you have for me around that? Because that seems kind of bare there. Like, pretty sure everyone is always eating donuts.
Salvation Army fed the donuts to the soldiers when they're hungry and homesick.
So donuts was the choice, like, comfort food back then, is what you're saying?
Yep.
How about pie? Did they get any pie?
Nope.
They get any, like, cupcakes?
Nope.
How about spaghetti? They get any spaghetti?
Nope.
How about donuts? They get any donuts?
Best donuts in the world.
I doubt they were the best donuts in the world. But they got donuts. They deserve the best donuts in the world, though. They deserve them. Well, our side, anyway. Okay, so Paradise versus K-Boss. Let's do this. All right. Okay, and the takeaway from this is that donuts have lost. All right, so congratulations, Paradise. You make it to the next round. Please step to the right. K-Boss, become one with the H2O. You can do it a little faster. There we go. All right, next two players to come up will be Mezofan. Well, actually, we're gonna pull three of you guys up. Mezofan, Lixars, and wait, who's the other? Oh yeah, no, we're fine. Mezofan, Mezofan, and Festive Noah, come on down.
Swift, there's someone behind you.
That's okay. Mezofan, Festive Noah, come on down.
Wait, can you shoot your guns first?
No, I'm not firing my gun. I said I wouldn't. I made a pledge that would not fire my gun. Yeah, we're all pacifists here. All right, guys, in front of me, please. Keep with the scenic view. All right. Whoa. I don't need three of you guys. Mezofan, Mystic Angel. Nah, Mystic Angel, I'm sorry, dude. You can go back, dude. Your next round. My bad. Thank you. All right. So, Mezofan, what is your fact? Your microphone is muted, sir.
2 minutes left to subscribe, Mofo.
I can't hear him.
Okay.
I can't hear him. Okay.
I can't hear it.
Now I can.
Because his microphone's muted.
Monsters and clouds in Super Mario Bros. Are the same, just colored differently.
That sounded really emo. Could you say that one more time? A little bit louder and a little less emo?
Wait, Ms. Al, that was mine.
Shh.
Super Mario Bros. Are the same,
Just colored differently.
The clouds in Super Mario Brothers are the same, just colored differently?
Yes.
You're talking about Super Mario Brothers, the first one for NES?
Yes.
I don't remember there being more than one even color cloud. Was there more than one color cloud in Mario Brothers? Was there like, what? Do you know what the colors were?
They're just white. They're the same bush texture thing or something. I don't know.
But he said they were different color. I'm just asking what color they were.
Yeah.
They're
the
white
bushes
and
clouds,
like kind
they're
of.
All right, yo.
One's green, one's white.
One's green, one's white. Okay. Thank you, Miso fan. Guys, don't talk over another player when it's their turn. Now it's your turn, Noah. That's okay. Don't worry about it, man. All right, so Noah, what's your fact?
I have. Okay. This one's not really that interesting. It's kind of stupid. Okay. There are Actually, I'm gonna do this one. It's more cuter, but I don't know the other ones. So there are more. Wait, penguins. There are more. No, penguins give their mate a pebble. Penguins give their mate a pebble as a way to proposing to them.
So if there was a Pebble Beyonce, it would be like, yo, put a pebble on it. Anyone? No? Same time every night, guys. Come on. All right, so as a sign of affection. So penguins, they only have one mate for life, right? They're like one of the only animals that only have one mate. Is that correct? You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. So, but you're saying they give like a pebble to their mate. Do you know if it's the male that gives it to the female or the female that gives it to the male?
The male gives the pebble. I thought it was really cute, so I used it.
Yeah, that's really cute. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Noah. All right, so got Miso fan. Mario Brothers 1 clouds are all the same, just different colors. Versus Festive Noah, penguins give a pebble to the female penguin they're proposing to. All right, so this will be MIZ versus Noah. And it's a big thank you to Justin who subscribed. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Justin. Sorry that I delayed that. Just want to make sure I got this fact out. So let's do it. Poll Ms. Noah. All right. Vote now, guys. Coming. All right. I was stuck at a second for a while there, but lo and behold, Noah wins with the penguin fact. All right. All right, Miso fan, let us know if you can see the clouds from underwater. Actually, I don't think you can. All right. All right, so Noah, you're going to keep very silent while you research your next fact.
Okay.
I don't know if I should.
Wait, do I have time, or do I get pulled up right away?
You have time. Now, the no talking time starts now. Okay? All right. Great. Okay, good. All right, and finally we have Lixars and Mystic Angel. Come on down.
Oh, shit.
And just the stuff I'm seeing in chat, guys. All right, I can't even repeat it. But okay. You guys should totally be at the live show. All right, so Lixars, what's up, man? What's your fact?
Okay. About 25% of all Russian men die before they reach their mid-50s, mainly due to vodka.
I can't hear him.
I'll repeat it for you. I'll repeat it for you guys. 25% of all Russian men die before age 50, mainly due to alcohol, like to vodka. So how does the vodka kill them? Out of curiosity, is it just alcohol poisoning? It sounds like it's wearing. If it's by 50, are they just like? Is it just like killing their liver or something, like, or their kidneys or whatever? Like, what's the reason that the vodka's killing them?
No idea.
No idea. All right. Thank you for all that extra information, Lixars. All right, next up. All right, so Mystic Angel, what's your fact?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Alright. Well, basically, the ketchup, which you squeeze all over your chips and all of that, was used as a medicine in 1830 for an alternative way because all the vitamin C in it, which can help people with diabetes, and the little bit of sugar in it can like help them. And it can be prevented like with colds and all of that. So, yeah.
So scurvy, you're talking about scurvy, right? Scurvy is vitamin C deficiency. And I know a lot of like sailors and stuff like had gotten it, you know, in the past because they didn't get enough vitamin C. And scurvy, what does scurvy do to you? It like kills you, right? Like what does scurvy do? Vitamin C deficiency is not pretty. Yeah. You do not want to go without your vitamin C. And so you're saying that ketchup.
When you think about it though, the ketchup you squeeze all over your chips like McDonald's was used as a medicine. Like,
so back in the day, so people use ketchup to get their vitamin C. I'm guessing the reason they use.
To help people like with colds.
So I'm guessing the reason why they use ketchup and not like lemons or oranges and stuff like that was probably like what? Because ketchup was cheaper?
Well, ketchup was because like there was more of it around there, and basically like it was cheaper as well.
Right.
So you can just make it straight away. And
cool.
It helped so many people apparently.
So be like, yo, bro, you look like you're getting scurvy. Yo, better down this bottle of Heinz ketchup sauce. Just like, ready. No. Well. Oh, injected it? Inject ketchup into your veins?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Right here.
To go through your veins quicker.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, so we got Lixars and Mystic. Lixars, what was your fact again? It was the vodka and Russian men. 25% before 50 die. Yes, got it. All right. LIX versus Mystic. Let the poll begin. All right.
You might join back in though.
That's okay. Let's resume the game. So, Lix versus Mystic. Mystic's ketchup. Fact. Chock full of vitamin C is one out. Thank you, Lix. I do want more information though. So maybe even though you're gonna die right now due to lack of oxygen, you should maybe do some research and find out how they die because of vodka, whether it's like, just organ failure or something else.
No information.
No worries, you'll have some time because you're going to be visiting the deep blue. Right there. That's code for you should go drown yourself right now.
Go in the pool.
Yeah, you should go down into the water. Make sure you can't breathe. There we go.
Look at all those clouds.
Did a pretty good job.
So many clouds, right, Swift?
So many clouds. How many laps can you do before you die? Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, that scream.
All right, cool. We have our finalists. All right, can I have everyone who's made it to the finals please line up in front of me?
Yay.
Hello?
Noah.
Oh, Noah?
Noah, you can wake up, bro. You're part of this.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, you can stand shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, this is it. This is the finals.
I'm scared.
This is where you bring up your final fact. The final fact. Oh, so last night I went to this place called Barcade. It's in New York. It's basically a bar and arcade. And me and Jonathan, we found what was it called? An arcade cabinet for The Revenge of Death Adder, Golden Axe. It was pretty cool beating that. I'd never seen that version of Golden Axe before. I guess it was a sequel that must have came out later. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this game. What has to do with everything with this game is that you guys can give me some facts. And we're going to vote for the favorite one. So the person with the most votes wins. Everyone else drowns themselves. So let's begin. Paradise, you're up first. What's your interesting fact?
Okay, let me just get it up.
Yep.
In Boston in 2007, LED devices promoting a Cartoon Network show were mistaken for explosives. Bomb squads were called, major roads shut down, and the man responsible was arrested for it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. What was it for Aqua Teen Hunger Force? What was the Adult Swim show?
I'll find out. I'm not
I
sure.
remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I used to be a huge, I used to be a huge fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I haven't watched anything of it recently. All right, cool. That was Paradise. Thank you, Paradise. All right, Noah, you ready?
Yep.
All right, what's your fact?
Oh God. There are more plastic flamingos in like people's yards in the world than there are actual living
Flamingos?
flamingos.
That's really interesting. There are more plastic flamingos in people's yards than there are actual flamingos. What's another example of that, where there are more fakes of like an animal than there are of that animal? Like maybe cat toys? Probably not. There are a lot of cats out there.
Out for me, kind of.
That's okay. I'm not saying anything important. Don't worry about it. All right. Thank you, Noah.
You were asking me something.
Nah, you're good, man. All right. So thank you, Noah. All right. Mystic Angel, what is your fact?
Well, basically, right, astronauts, right, they cannot burp in space because it can damage their body and the smell will stay in their spacesuits. And if they burp, like, because the liquids and the gases don't separate from the stomach, so like when they burp, it'll be basically sick, and like it's a wet burp basically.
Wait, so when you're in space, you astronauts can't burp?
Yeah, and it will stay in their spacesuit as well, the smell, until they take it off.
So what do they do?
The liquids can't be separated. It's because of the gravity in space.
So how do they not burp? Do they just like eat a certain way to prevent their bodies from burping?
Yeah, they have to hold it in, otherwise like it can damage them as well.
They have to hold in the burp? Wow. How about farts? Yeah. Do you know if that's like if it's the same thing for farts, or whether farts are okay? You let that in the suit, but burps. Burps are deadly.
But the smell will stay in there, the spacesuit, until I take it off like in Earth or something.
That's actually not too bad. Like the smell part, because even if the smell went into the suit, like your olfactory things or whatever. Basically, when you smell something enough, like you just get desensitized to it and you don't smell it anymore. So, for example, if you sat in a room filled with poop for like an hour, you'd eventually stop smelling the poop. That's why, some people... Anyway, thank you, Mystic Angel. All right, next up, Slapnut.
Yep. Did you know that a turtle, as well as being able to breathe oxygen through its mouth, can also breathe oxygen through its anus?
I can't do that. I was about to say, I can breathe through my mouth, and they were like... I don't think I can breathe through my anus. I don't think I want to breathe through my anus.
It's not like confusion with like turtles farting or anything. They can literally choose whether they breathe through their mouth or the anus. They can choose.
So there you go. Never enter a breath holding contest with a turtle. You will lose. Unless you have a eye in both holes. All right. Okay, so there we go. Let's do a review of the facts before we continue. Paradise, your fact was...
the guy mistaken the LEDs for bomb devices in Boston.
That's right. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. All right, Noah, your fact was with there being more plastic or fake flamingos than there are real flamingos. Did you know there were more like fake plastic dragons than real dragons? All right, whatever. I give up. Bad joke is bad. All right, Mystic Angel, and your fact was once again.
The space one.
Yes. No burping in space.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mystic Angel. And Slapnut, yours was a turtle could breathe through its mouth and through its anus at its discretion.
And its anus.
All right, there we go. Let's put the poll and find out who the winner is. I'm actually going to go ahead and record this so we can just see how it goes. So everyone can watch this. So we got Paradise, Noah. Let's make sure I get your names right. Mystic. And Slapnut. Okay. Someone's being a crappy babysitter. All right, so there you go, guys. The way you vote is by simply typing Paradise, Noah, Mystic, or Slapnut in chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can't do that because this show is in the past. You're in the future right now watching this. So Mystic, Noah,
Mystic, I like your
Paradise.
chest armor.
Ooh, are you trying to like get in bed with him or something? Hey, Mystic, I like the way that chest armor looks. It would look better on my bedroom floor.
We were on the same side. Mir, I'm inside you.
Yeah, we are. I think a lot of people on the same side as me.
That's kind of unfortunate for me, because you said you were saying the same fact. That was the shittiest fact I've ever said.
Should have used the fact. That's okay. All right, so let's put a timer on this. It's pretty close between Noah and Slapnut, but you never know the way this will end up. All right, let's go ahead and put what do we have? Like a little over 600 votes right now. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the timer. If you have not voted already, please do so in chat. By the time you hear my voice, you'll maybe have 10 seconds to enter it. So type fast on your phone or your iPad or your computer or whatever. So go ahead, vote away. Got 12 seconds left. It's really close between Noah and Slapnut. Anything can happen in the last seconds. Oh my God. Oh. And there we go. Slapnut pulls it in with turtles breathing through their anus. The surprise win from behind. Surprise wind from behind. Okay, anyway. All right, congratulations, Slapnut. For this final, so congratulations. I'm not going to shoot anybody. Let's see here. All right, we're good. All right, guys, all of us, let's go into the pool. Let's do this together. All right, remember, okay.
Party time.
All right, we need to do this together. All right, so wait, everyone in front of me. All right, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, dive. When I say dive, dive under the water. Okay, 3, 2, 1, dive. Wow, guys. I feel like I've been reborn. Uh-oh. There we go. Perfect finish. Fun game, guys. I really enjoyed that. That was another fun one. Good game, guys. GG.